Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I'm just sitting here finishing up a gallon of milk for the day. You guys can see real milk, it's not just colored water. I don't even know how we would color water white other than maybe put chalk in it. But you guys know I'm too cheap. I'm too cheap to waste chalk. So over to the point. Made a video in which I explained I was drinking a gallon of milk. Had a bunch of people go, Jason, aren't you lactose intolerant? The answer is no. I mean, I've been saying for years I don't seem to be lactose intolerant. So let's go over to the backstory so that people remember why I thought I was lactose intolerant. Now, when people say, can you explain this? No, I cannot explain this. I do not have a logical explanation other than milk is different on different continents. When I lived in the UK, I remember my mom saying I seemed to have some mild symptoms of mild lactose intolerance. When I was younger, I didn't get bad issues from it. I occasionally got gas from drinking milk. Sometimes I don't drink milk, I got a little gas. Okay, fair enough. But I get to the UK and I found that I couldn't tolerate any of the milk. I couldn't tolerate any of the protein powders, even like the protein companies there, and I'm trying to remember, they had like bulk powders, and then there was one like Cymax or something. I could not drink the whey protein in that country. Okay, I couldn't drink it. Every time I drank a protein shake from the UK, I had to go to the toilet within 20 to 30 minutes, and it was bad. It was really bad. I'm not going to go into graphic details, but it was explosive. When I drank a glass of milk from the UK, the exact same thing happened. Therefore, I reasonably concluded that I was lactose intolerant. Okay, right? That's a pretty reasonable conclusion. Why else would I have that problem when you drink milk or whey protein? Now, if you guys recall, Low Blinder sent me a bunch of free protein to try out. I drank it, and I didn't have the problem with protein from America. Still filtered whey protein. I don't know why that was, but I didn't have the issue from that at all. I went and tried another protein shake one of my friends had from a British company there. Same thing. Explosive. Okay, it was a problem. Pretty consistent, but the protein that came over here from, and I don't even like a Low Blinder. I don't like his company, but I didn't have the problem with his protein when I took it. It didn't exist. When I got back to Texas, and we're talking years at this point. I mean, it's not like this has only been a couple of years. I've been back in Texas since like 2014, okay? It's been a while. It's been a little bit of time. I had said later, I started working a little bit of milk back in because I found I could drink the Greek yogurt, because I could eat the Greek yogurt. All right, I could do Greek yogurt. I got here, I messed with a bunch of cultured stuff, dairy, Greek yogurts. I found even kefir, right? I don't remember what brand that was. That one you guys always know, it comes in the blue bottle, Life something. No problems, okay, with any cultured dairy. I tried some milk. In fact, I even drank a whole gallon in one day to see what would happen. I got some very mild gas, okay? And as I've come back and tried milk over time when I'm back here in Texas, I don't get the problem. But I've also gone through a lot of phases where I've done a lot of Greek yogurt also here. Could the combination of the milk here be a higher quality? And higher quality might mean whatever you want it to mean. Maybe the hormones we put in it make it easier to digest. I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I do not have a full working hypothesis. Maybe the higher quality protein doesn't have the same issue for me here. They're the higher quality dairy. They're different quality. Could have been some bacteria that I wasn't used to that's found in their stuff there that we don't have here, right? That everyone who grows up in that country just has whatever gut flora they need to deal with it. But I also have done a lot of live cultures and cultured dairy over time here. Even when I've been doing deep keto before I went back on this, I did a lot of full-fat Greek yogurt like Fage and stuff here and there. So I probably have pretty good gut flora. But when I've been doing this, and I've experimented a little bit back, I drank a couple glasses of whole milk just to test it a while back, just to see before I decided to do this. No problems. Like zero, nothing. Okay, so people are asking, are you having this issue? I've been doing this over a week. My scale, keeping in mind from going full ketogenic diet to adding a gallon of milk in to replace some of my calories, I've only put on 2 pounds. Well, that's attributable from being in deep ketosis to adding 200 grams of carbs in every day. A lot of guys would gain 8 pounds. A lot of guys would gain 10 pounds. Gained 2 pounds. I've gained exactly 2 pounds within 1 day, and I've stayed there. I've been doing this for a week. The scale hasn't gone up any further. I've been sitting at 2 pounds heavier. So I went from 218 to 220. As far as bloating, diarrhea, gas, nothing. I have not had any noticeable gas, no digestive problems. Everything is perfect. So if people were to ask me, are you lactose intolerant? No, I seem to be intolerant of British dairy. And I can't really handle it. I don't fully understand why, but it can't be lactose, because if it was lactose, this would be bothering me. The other milk I'm drinking here would be bothering me. The protein powder here would bother me. It doesn't, but all of that stuff there did. But I can handle their cheeses, and I can handle the Greek yogurts. Like, British cheese is phenomenal, by the way. For those unfamiliar with it, I love a lot of things in America. We do a lot of things really well for food. They got us beat on cheese, and they have us beat on beer. Okay, their meat can't compete with Texas. Cheese and beer, the Brits are pretty solid. So I'm going to give you guys thumbs up on those two things. You guys make great cheese and great beer. Okay, no question about it. That's like your strong points for sure. But get down here, I've been able to handle it fine. So people who are saying, are you experiencing problems from it? Because that's come up a lot. People are like, are you getting gastrointestinal issues? Are you constipated? Are you having diarrhea? No. And I've been doing this a week. This is like, I believe for me, this is jug number 7. So I think this is the 7th jug in a week. So yeah, I've been doing a gallon every day. Not really a problem. I haven't gained significant weight, only a little less than I would expect from adding 200 carbs back in from being on like 20 grams a day. Less than I would expect. And my stomach's handling it fine. I feel good, no problems, recovering great, good energy training. But I'm also not really in a caloric surplus with any of it, because again, my training loads have gone up, and this is what I'm having to do just to accommodate my overall training. And it's easy, it's convenient, and what people need to realize, people are saying, oh, you might be missing things in your diet. Take that photo that I showed you guys the other day, look at what's there, and run it through some apps yourself. I have a complete diet. I don't need a single vitamin or mineral supplement. It's a complete diet. All right, I don't have to even supplement my magnesium. Like I did do magnesium salts and stuff. I don't do any of that. So at this point, I'm supplementing a little bit of creatine and a lot of salt. I'm adding salt. I am taking extra sodium in. But no, it's been perfectly fine. So I have to look at that and conclude, as I said years ago, I don't seem to be lactose intolerant or intolerant at all to the dairy here where I grew up. From Texas, where I was originally born. I've spent most of my life. I've lived in other places a few years here or there. I've spent most of my life here. I tolerate the milk just fine here. When I've gone abroad, I don't. So, as far as anyone, if you have your own theories, hey, that's wonderful, but I'm drinking normal milk. This is not raw milk. This is fully pasteurized, regular, store-bought whole milk. There's nothing special about it. No problems. So I want to make that very, very clear. The lactose intolerance was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. That is not something that's been happening recently. And I've said that a couple times, that I didn't seem to have the issues with milk here. And I did a test run a while back, right? I did a test run a few months ago just to test, like on a weekend, to allow myself a little more carbs. I had taken a smaller jug of whole milk and I chugged it just to see what would happen. Because I felt like it didn't seem to be the issue, that it didn't seem to be the case. And I had no problems from it then, and I'm having no problems from it now. Now, could we argue about, again, the local strains of whatever's in it? Possibly. Could all of the various cultured dairy I've been consuming and maybe all the vegetables in my diet, has any of that reset something in my GI tract? possibly it could be a whole gut issue, but my gut health has been really, really great lately. Like as far as my GI tract goes, my gut health is phenomenal. I don't have any problems there. So nothing to complain about. So for anyone asking about side effects or my stomach or any problems, I have had absolutely none, and I see no reason to quit doing this. See no reason to quit doing it for now until I'm ready to drop body weight, at which point it'll be easy to just cut the milk out and replace it with whole foods. Right? Once my work capacity is higher, and I no longer want to stay in the 220 range, if I want to drop 5 or 10 pounds, that would be a real fast, easy way to do it. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.